Hello Kitchenistas! My husband Chirag is gluten intolerant, and though he loves his cakes and desserts, he has to be really careful about what all he can consume. So if I manage to make anything without gluten or flour, especially a cake, then his day is just made. This flourless chocolate cake is so good that you will wonder why we even use any flour in our cake recipes. Whipped egg whites are what gives this cake their structure. So make sure that you get to the stiff peak stage, otherwise this cake just won't work out. Also, can you believe that this cake only has 5 main ingredients, not including a pinch of salt? It's great to serve at home just as is, or with some low-calorie custard for a fancy dinner. As usual, the detailed recipe can be found on Kitchen Chronicles by Aditi.com. Now let's get started. Preheat your oven to 175 degrees centigrade. Grease and line a 9-inch springform pan with some butter. And for those of you who don't bake often, a springform pan is a baking pan where basically you can just remove the sides after it's cooked so it comes out really easily. Place a bowl over a saucepan which contains a little bit of water over medium heat. We are essentially fashioning a double boiler over here. You can add in your chocolate and butter and let it slowly melt. The reason why we are using a double boiler to melt chocolate is because chocolate should only be exposed to low heats and never to high heats. Otherwise it just won't melt properly. Oh my gosh, just look at that glossy melted chocolate. Now set it aside to cool down a bit. Now you can use a standing mixer or a handheld blender. Either are totally fine. I'm using a standing one because I'm just feeling a little lazy today. So put the egg whites into the bowl and whisk them till really foamy. Now slowly start adding in your powdered sugar to the egg whites and whisk the whites till they become thick and stiff peaks. You know that you have stiff peaks if you hold the bowl above your head and the mixture actually stays in. Don't worry, you all don't need to be trying this out. Just take a look at the whisk when you remove it from the mixture, and the meringue should hold on to the whisk and it should have a lovely glossy sheen. Now add the egg yolks to the cool melted chocolate and quickly mix it together. Sift in your cocoa powder and instant coffee and whisk the mixture. You can add in a pinch of salt at this stage as well. Add 1/4 of the meringue to the chocolate mixture and fold it in. Now you can finally add your entire meringue mixture and gently fold it into the cake batter. Try not to mix it too much, otherwise you'll lose all the air. Pour the cake batter into the prepared baking tin and place it in the oven for approximately 30 to 35 minutes or until the cake is no longer wobbly. Try not to keep opening the oven door because this makes the cake fall. Once ready, remove it from the oven and leave it to cool. It will sink a little bit as it cools. Sift a little cocoa powder on top and cut it into slices and serve it warm. Oh my god, chocolate heaven! You will really wonder why you need to use flour in cakes once you taste this. Chewy on the outside, fudgy at the same time, just absolutely divine. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll see you back here for some more delicious recipes.